What's going on, boys and girls? All right, man. I did a video the other day about God, the proof of God in cells. Okay, God made everything out of cells: fish, trees, insects, animals, humans are made with cells. Trillions of cells within your body that are programmed to do what they do. These cells are in your body, they're communicating with each other, they're talking to each other. The brain, which is made out of cells, sends a signal to your other cells to do what they need to do to regulate the body, the temperature, the nutrients, the this, the that, the everything. Okay, so now I want you to start to wrap your mind around this. You're thinking, how the hell, dude? This is technology that is way beyond your understanding. What's even going on inside your body? Okay, once again, one cell in your body, you can't see it without a microscopic freaking electron telescope or telescope microscope inside of that cell that you cannot see without an electron microscope are strands of DNA. One strand of DNA in that cell has enough coded, programmed information to stack dictionaries. Dictionaries. Back and forth to the frickin' moon. Was it 15 times? This is what they're saying. This is what scientists are saying. Okay? That's one strand of DNA with all that information programmed into that cell. Because those cells are talking to each other. The brain cells are sending signals to the thyroid cells to release iodine to your hair follicles, to your prostate, to this, to this, to this, to that, whatever part of your body needs it. And the thyroid will then release a certain amount of whatever, iodine or chemicals or enzymes or whatever the hell it's doing, because it's in direct communication with the brain. These cells are alive. They're communicating with each other. Get that shit. Okay, the thyroid. Actually, like I say, it collects iodine from salts, from the stuff that God made that you're supposed to be eating, not the Walmart shit, but the natural shit. And it releases it. Actually, iodine goes up to your hair follicles so your hair doesn't thin. It goes down to your prostate. That's supposed to take care of that. So if you're low on iodine, then your thyroid can't work correctly. A lot of people get on this stuff called Synthroid that is made by pharmakia, Satan, sorcery, witchcraft. That's your pharmaceutical shit. When all they need to do is, if your thyroid is not working right, you should be taking more foods that have iodine in them. Anyway, man, long story. But I'm just trying to point out, guys, try to wrap your mind around what the hell is going on. The thyroid is taking signals from the brain. They're talking to each other. Once again, your brain is 85% water, but the cells that are up within that water, within that membrane, are actually talking to the other cells. Now, the thyroid is made out of what? Millions or billions of cells. So, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the part where it should really just start to blow your mind. How did all these cells decide? Because scientists are trying to convince you that all these cells in the whole world, of every animal, of every insect, of every flea, of every mite, of every organism, were just floating around in the ocean, and they all decided to get together to start forming organs. Without this organ in your neck, you're going to die. Without this organ in your heart, that's made out of trillions of cells that are communicating with your brain, you're going to die. Without these organs down here, without the liver, without the pancreas, without the spleen, without all the, oh my God, dude. Okay? And all these things are made out of trillions of cells that decided to get together and form these organs that without one of them you would die. You understand that part? So scientists are trying to convince you that all these cells are floating around in the ocean and somehow they just all got together and created a man and a woman, and we came walking out of the ocean, created a giraffe, male and female, just came walking out of the ocean, created a rhinoceros, male and female, and came walking out of the ocean. Bullshit. Okay, this is God. This is technology that is so far advanced beyond anything your little brain can comprehend. That's what's going down. But anyway, man, again, I was reading on that thyroid the other day, and it's just, they're saying how the cells in the thyroid are taking commands from the brain to release this iodine into your system, you know, that controls your hair growth, your prostate health, and this, and it goes all over your body, but it releases just the right amount. Too much more, and it would damage you. Too much less, and it will damage you. It's got to be effing precise. And this thing is actually alive. All these cells that created the thyroid, they're alive. They're speaking to the brain, and they're speaking to the other organs that are in your body. They're all in communication. They're all in unison. It's absolutely insane. And like I said, now take a flea that's in your hand that you can barely see. This flea has all the organs and all the shit that you got going on, only it's in a just microscopic package. This little flea has a brain. He has a thyroid. He's got the intestines. He has to drink. He has to eat. He has to sleep. He knows fear. He knows how to find his food. He's thinking. That little flea that you're holding in your hand has a brain just like you. 85% water. The way God designed it. He has eyes. He can see. Isn't that amazing? Your eyes are made out of cells. And somehow all these cells have gotten together to form this eye that takes in light and sends a freaking message to your brain so you can see color. You can see everything. Okay? You can see because these cells decided to get together and create these eyes within this socket, within your head. Oh my God. You know, this is the kind of shit that people need to wake up and just start analyzing to understand that there is a creator. This shit did not just happen by circumstance, by chance. It's a design, ladies and gentlemen. And like I say, there's shit going on in the body that we're not even scratching the surface, man. We're looking at the thyroid and what it does. And yeah, it's made out of programmed cells that have a direct communication with the brain and this and that, but around the thyroid is maybe some kind of liquid or film that protects it. That's made out of millions of cells, and it has to be just right, or the thyroid would die because it's not protected, or some shit from disease. Lord, go on and on and on and on. My God. My God. Glory to God, ladies and gentlemen. Glory to the Most High, because I'm telling you, man, dude, you talk about, you can't even wrap your mind around what's going on inside of you, or what's going on inside of those little bugs, or the animals, or the trees, or the grass that is made out of cells. Cells, cellular technology to the highest limit. I mean, and again, you can't wrap your mind around what's going on. It's that advanced. That's how far God is advanced. Okay? It's crazy. It's insane. That's what you got to start thinking about to believe in God. Okay? Don't listen to the scientists that all these cells are just floating around, because I'm telling you right now, these cells cannot survive unless they are in your body. And the only way they're in your body is when your mother and your father have a little sperm cell that holds all your DNA. Your mother has an egg that holds all her DNA and all that shit. And those two little things that you can't see without an electron microscope, they get together to create a new child, a new person. And that's the only way all these cells survive. Because if you died and your wife died, or your mother or your father died, you would go extinct if there was no other humans to keep repopulating this earth. You guys understand that? Cells cannot survive unless they are in where God placed them from the beginning. In the beginning, God created. Read the Bible. In the beginning, God created it. If everybody in the world stopped having sex, you would be extinct within so many years, because all them cells, once you die, they die with you, never to come back unless God decides to bring them back. You guys understand that part, okay? There are animals that have gone extinct. Why? Because their habitat was taken away, whatever it may be. But they went extinct because all them cells, supposedly, that are just floating around in the ocean or wherever the hell they are at, they died along with the animal, and they will never come back. They're extinct. Dinosaurs, extinct. Because the cells died. Because they didn't have a chance to reproduce the way God designed it. Oh my God. Anyway, man, wrap your mind around that shit. That's your proof of God right there for any of you that can't quite get it. Right in front of your face, man. Think about it, okay? That's the problem. Nobody thinks about it. Everybody wakes up, coffee, read the paper, go out for your jog, go to your job, go to Walmart, buy your shit, get on your motorcycle, go take the boat out, go to the bars. You know, that's all people think about. You're not thinking about creation. And is there a God? Is there not a God? So many people don't even entertain that thought in their minds, you know. Wake up. Peace out. Take care. God bless. Have a great day, guys.